Hello farmers and welcome back to the channel. This is a place for agriculture business owners looking for ways to make profit from the agriculture business and also thinking of starting up an agribusiness. And today we are back with another farming money series for the channel. The previous farming money series we talked about how you can make money from your plantain farm, and today we'll be talking about how you can make money from a cassava farm. People don't know that they can make money from their cassava farm other than just producing garri. We have loads of ways that you can make money from your cassava farm. Alright, so if you're interested in today's video, make sure you smash the like button. Don't forget to watch to the end and also smash the subscribe button. Let's dive in. The first way you can make money from cassava is by producing garri. We all know. But the thing about producing garri is check your location. Which garri do they produce more? The one they produce more in your location shouldn't be the garri you should focus on producing. This is what I mean. In my location, the garri they produce more is the white garri. I'm in the southwest, so all of us know that it's white garri that is surplus here. What I do here is I produce yellow garri and I sell to the Igbos in the southwest. Do you understand? So most of the Igbos in the southwest, they depend on the yellow garri that is coming from the east. So what I do is I produce my yellow garri here and supply to the Igbos here, thereby is reducing the cost of transportation from the east. Also, I'm also selling and making profit, more profit than producing white. I don't know if you get what I just said. I produce yellow garri because they produce white garri more here. So know your location. If you are in the east, you will know that yellow garri is what they produce there, and the white garri will sell more there. So if you are in the east, focus on producing Ijebu garri or this white garri. It's what will sell more there than in this place. Okay. So if a bag of white garri is going for, let's say, 15,000 naira, a bag of yellow garri in the southwest will be going for 35,000 naira. What's the difference? The way you fry and palm oil. So just produce garri, but produce the one that is high in demand. Yes, high in demand, not high in supply. I don't know if you get what I just said. The garri that is high in demand, not the garri that is high in supply in your location. Alright, so I learned this very late when I was already like giving up on cassava, that I don't want to do cassava farming anymore, I'm not interested. But that was when I discovered that, oh, this is actually a trick. I tried it, it worked, but the stress of producing cassava, farm workers really caused issue for me at a point. So that's why I stopped cassava production. If you've not seen the video where I talked about the lesson I learned in cassava farming, make sure you check that video out. It's a very detailed video on cassava farming. The next way you can make money from your cassava farm is by producing starch, either edible starch or industrial starch. So you might be wondering, Juliet, how can we produce starch? If you're in the farming group on Facebook, the Farming and Agriculture Network in Nigeria, FANN group on Facebook, there was a time I held a lecture or a teaching on that group where I taught them how they can produce starch. So if you're in that group and you've learned how to produce starch and you're not using the knowledge you've learned in producing starch, I'm going to remove it from the group. Anyway, I'm just kidding. But I've taught them how they can produce starch. So make sure you join the group and search for starch production in Nigeria. You're going to see it pop up there. Okay, so that's another way that you can make extra money from your cassava farm other than producing garri. Yes, starch are edible. You can also produce industrial starch. So I was working with a man at a point, I think that should be 2019. I was working with a man at a point. That was when I learned starch production, and I got to know that his target markets were people in Delta, because Deltans eat starch a whole lot. So people in Delta, Bayelsa, they do come to offtake from him once he produces it, and it makes more money than producing garri. So that's another option, another way that you can make money from your cassava farm, the production of edible and industrial starch. All these are just value chains of cassava. All you need to do is know all the value chain of the crop that you are into and think about ways that you can make money from that crop utilizing the value chain. The next way you can make money from your cassava farm is by producing fermented cassava flour. The English is too much. Fermented cassava flour. All I'm trying to say is by producing elubo. Yes. Now we have two types of elubo. We have the one that they produce in form of lafu. Yes, the lafu one is very sticky. It's the starchy part of the cassava. Yes, so you can actually produce elubo. Elubo is cassava flour that they eat. It's edible. Some people use it as starch as well, but I don't know how that one works. But you can produce fermented cassava flour, which is elubo. Also, you can produce unfermented cassava flour, and that one is the one they use in baking. That's why you see bakery use cassava flour to make bread. That's the one they use. The unfermented one, it does not slap. That one is just like normal flour that they use in confectionaries. So yes, that's another way you can make money from your cassava farm. Look at the value chains in all the products, or in all the crops, or in all the livestock, in all the agriculture business that you are doing, and utilize it. That is the way to make money from any agriculture business that you are into. Look at the value chain. What can I bring out from this particular crop? Once you're able to know the things that you can bring out from a particular crop, then you test waters. You will test all of them. Some people don't like taking risks. They'll just stick to Gary is the only one that people produce here, so I am going to stick with Gary. I am a risk taker. I take risks a lot. Test your waters. It's very, very important you test waters. What way? If the value chain is 5, the value chain of a particular commodity is 5, make sure you test all the 5. Test the market of all the 5 to check the one that will favor you, the one that is more profitable to you, that is the farm owner, to you, that is the agriculture business owner. Because people in your location are making money from Gary does not mean that once you start the sales of Gary, you make profits. It might be that where you make profits from is starch. But you can never know if you don't test waters to see the one that will do well. Okay, so these are the ways that you can make money from cassava. Also, leave it in the comment section in case I forgot anyone or I left out anyone. Let me know in the comment section. Also, if you're a cassava farmer, leave it in the comment section telling me ways that you make money from your cassava farm. Alright, I hope you got value. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and I'm going to see you in my next video.